Hello guys, thank you for tuning into my channel. Today, I'm going to be telling you guys the true story of the Benin Kingdom and the origin. The origin is a fascinating tale of immigration, cultural evolution, and the rise of one of Africa's most powerful pre-colonial states. Unlike the mythical and spiritual elements often used in its historical account of the Benin Kingdom, the founding roots of the movement of the Benin people and their establishment of their dynasty all started many years ago. The story of the Benin Kingdom begins with the Edo people, who are indigenous to the region known as the southern Nigeria. The Edo settled in the rainforest of Nigeria, where they lived over time in these small communities. These early settlers were primarily farmers. They were hunters and artisticians who practiced traditional religion and lived in harmony with their environment. Over time, these small communities began to enlarge in scale and number and population into larger settlements, laying the foundation for more organized communities and far travelers to settle in. The Edo people developed a rich cultural heritage, including artificial arts, music, religious practice, traditional worship, dance, and cultural bead making, which would later become a hallmark for the Benin Kingdom. The first organized political structure in the region was the Ogiso dynasty, which ruled over the Benin people. The word Ogiso means ruler of the sky, and this dynasty is believed to have been founded around 40 BC, although the exact date is debated, but many historians doubt this exact date. The Ogiso kings were seen as divine rulers, chosen by the gods to lead their people. According to the oral tradition, the first Ogiso was Igodomigodo, who established a centralized system of governance. The Ogiso kings built a capital city called Igodomigodo, later known as the Benin City, and developed a system for administration that includes chiefs, priests, and guides of artisans. The Edo people flourished under the Ogiso dynasty, but internal scuffles and the succession disputes eventually weakened the kingdom. The arrival of Prince Oromia during this time brought to the rise of the Oba dynasty. The decline of the Ogiso dynasty created a power vacuum, and the Edo people sought a new leader to restore order. According to tradition, they sent emissary to Ife, which we call Ile-Ife of today, a powerful Yoruba state considered the spiritual and cultural heart of the Yoruba people. The rulers of Ife were known for their wisdom and divine authority, and the Edo believed that the leader from Ife would bring stability to their kingdom. In response, Oduduwa, the leader of the Yoruba people, sent his son, Prince Oromia, to rule over the Benin people. Oromia arrived in Benin around 1200 BC and attempted to govern the people. However, he found the Edo culture and their language very difficult to adapt, and he eventually decided to leave. But before departing, he fathered a son with an Edo princess named Erewinde. Oromiya's son, Eweka I, became the first Oba of the Benin Kingdom, marking the beginning of the Oba dynasty. The title Oba became the traditional title for the ruler of Benin, and Eweka I established a new era of governance. Under the Oba dynasty, Benin Kingdom grew in power, wealth, and influence all over Nigeria and across the coast. This brought about the golden age of the Benin Kingdom. In 1440 to 1473, Oba Eware the Great, who was now the current successor of the Benin Kingdom, was credited with transforming Benin into a major empire through military conquest, administrative reform, and cultural advancement. He expanded the kingdom and its territory and also built the most famous Benin Wall, which was considered one of the largest man-made structures in the world, and established a highly organized system. The kingdom became known for its bronze and ivory artistry. This artwork, often referred to as the Benin Bronzes, are considered masterpieces of African art and are now displayed in museums worldwide. The Benin Kingdom also developed a sophisticated system of governance, which the Oba, serving as both a political and a spiritual leader. The kingdom economy thrived on trade, particularly in ivory and palm oil, pepper, and slaves, which were exchanged with European merchants who arrived on the West African coast in the late 15th century. The arrival brought the fall of the Benin Kingdom. The kingdom's independence came to an end 1897 when the British force launched a massive attack on the Benin Kingdom and took over control of its empire. The British, seeking to expand their colonial empire and control trade in the region, invaded Benin City, looted its treasure, including the Benin Bronzes, and exiled the Oba of Benin Kingdom. The kingdom was so incorporated into the British colonial empire, marking the end of its sovereignty. Despite the fall of the Benin Kingdom, this kingdom legacy endures. The Oba of Benin remains a revived and cultural and spiritual figure. The kingdom acts and its tradition and historic fight against the British shows how strong this empire sustained during tough time. Their resilience inspires pride among the Edo people and Nigerians as a whole. The story of Benin Kingdom rise as a testament that the indigenous intelligence and resilience of the cultural richness of African civilization. The Benin Kingdom is not just a story of kings and conquest, but a reflection of the enduring spirit of a people who built one of the most remarkable empires of African history.